What's up, everyone? Let's give it a few minutes for everyone to get in here, and then we'll start. What did everyone trade today? What's up, Tay? What's up, Tosh? What's up, everyone? We'll give it a few minutes for everyone to get in, and then we'll start. No trades. Romel, what's up, man? Good day today. What's up, Bear? Man, it was kind of sunny earlier today. I was excited to kind of go outside for a walk. And then I walked outside and it's fucking raining. So I'm sitting on my porch kind of just waiting for it to stop raining. Today was kind of a crazy day. I underperformed, but that's totally fine. I know that bow kind of killed it today. But we'll give it a few minutes for everyone to kind of get in here, and then I'm going to start it up. MBIO, FBIO, JMAI was another one. Man, I'm so sick of this weather here. Yeah, Bao was in the Matrix as usual. Man, people killed it today in the room. People fucking crushed it. It's amazing. It's like it was so slow for the past couple days. You know, we preached discipline, we preached patience, and then today, when the right opportunity came, everyone was fucking ready, prepared to fucking attack. I'm probably gonna give it another minute, and then I'm gonna start. If it ever stops fucking raining here, I'll probably go for a walk, but if not, I'm just gonna stay under my front door. Process is everything, man. Process is everything. What are you guys gonna do on your day off tomorrow? Anything planned? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my hair cut. I'm starting to look homeless. Long hair, long beard. It's Easter on Sunday. I gotta get my shit together. Alright, so let me kind of start. So, the first thing that I kind of want to do is kind of get some stuff out of the way. We're still working on our 1-year meetup. We're really, really close to finding a venue. We're really close to picking a spot. We have a couple places under consideration. So we're just kind of trying to whittle it down. Ideally, by next week or the week after, we should have a place locked down. And then maybe a week after that, we'll kind of let everyone know where it is. We're trying to pick a spot where it's going to be easy for everyone to get to. It's going to be cheap housing or cheap hotel for everyone. So that's kind of what we're working on now. Other than that, what I wanted to kind of talk about is trading process, right? So I feel like we're the only ones in the trading industry that kind of preach process and preach discipline. It's really, really important because, you know, you have to be able to pre-plan your trades. You have to be able to understand how you're going to trade the stock before the stock even gets to your level. So for example, today on MBIO, so what we were talking about this morning was that there was a very specific level to watch, and that level was $10. What I saw $9.30 and I saw $10. So here was my plan in the morning. So every single morning, me and Bao wake up and we look at what's gapping up. And what our trading process is we see what's gapping up, we check the float, we read the filings. If the float makes sense, ideally it's not too low, we're interested. If the filing makes sense, as in if there's dilution, warrants, all this stuff, you know, we have educational videos and all this stuff for free when you're an MIC. to help you understand that. But after we do the technicals, after we find out the fundamental reasons why we're interested in the stock, after we find out the flow, and after we see if there's enough meat on the bone, we go right to the technicals. And Bao is a fantastic trader when it comes to technicals. So we basically plot out our levels. So on MBIO, what we saw this morning was the $10 level was very, very key. So in the morning, what I want to see is I want to see a rejection off the $10 level, and then the death line, which we identified, was 650. So here we have a plan on the stock. So what my plan was really fucking simple. My trading process is that on the front side of the move, I'm only allowed to use 30% of my max size. So for example, if my max size on this setup is 10,000 shares, I am only allowed to use 3,000 shares on the way up to 10. And by doing this, I am staying protected, I am managing my risk, and I am leaving enough size on the table for when it does reverse to actually make the real money. So let me kind of tell you how I approach this stock in the morning. Number one was I noticed it was easy to borrow. When I noticed the stock was easy to borrow, that gave me it kind of gave me the switch in my brain to tell me, okay, this is going to be a nail and bail stock until the death line breaks. And this death line is kind of been revolutionizing the way that people in MIC are trading. Bao and I always knew how to use it, but we lacked the proper process of identifying it. We want to make it so simple that everyone can kind of understand and learn from it. So we identified the death line as 655, and the stock was kind of ramping up in the morning. So my game plan was I took a starter, I think it was like 750 shares or 1,000 shares at 930. I took another 1,000 shares at $10, leading to 2,000 shares at 965. Obviously, it's nothing. I don't really care about 2,000 shares at 965, but I basically scaled my levels on the front side of the move with only 30% of my size. So when it kind of washed out, I made $1 a share. I went to 865, I covered, I made $2,000. Now, because I had that padding, because I was able to stay patient and wait for my levels, I used that padding for when the trade finally did confirm. So when it went from 8 to 7 to 650, I wasn't really doing anything. I was basically just waiting because my plan was wait for the death line. When the death line breaches, this shit is still going to be up 140, 150%. There's plenty of meat on the bone here. So what I ended up doing is when the death line breached at 650, I took another starter. And my game plan, always on the death line setup, is I want to take a starter when the death line breaches, but I want to see a rebound, and I want to see it fail that rebound to confirm that I was right and that I should be adding size. So let's go to some of the red flags I saw that kind of gave me the confidence to kind of really attack this. So one, the stock had an ATM. Two, the stock is up 200%, and it is now $2 under VWAP. So it has dilution. It is very much so under VWAP. All of the longs from the morning are underwater. All of these things are signals that are telling me you're more right, you're more right, you're more right. And the more signals that I have that confirm my thesis, the more comfortable I am with sizing in. So when the death line broke at 650, I took a starter position with the hope and the anticipation that this stock would bounce towards 7, it would fail 7, and if it broke through that 650 level again, I would add more size. So what ended up happening? It broke 650, it bounced to 680, it did not even test 7, that was already a sign that it was too weak, and it immediately failed back to 650. So as soon as I saw that it broke the death line, it tried to bounce and it failed that bounce, that was the final level of confirmation that I needed to load up 100% of my size. So at that point, I loaded up 10,000 shares at 650, and then I basically just watched it go from 650 to 630 to $6 to 6 to 580 to 570. And in my mind, I saw some support. On the chart, I saw some support at that level, 570, 580. So I took off half of my position at 590. I took off the other half at 570. And basically, I wound up being up 70 cents a share on 10,000 shares with zero stress, and basically the easiest kind of trade of the day, right? I took the easiest trade of the day, basically just waiting for it to confirm, just waiting for it to show me that, yes, this is under the death line. Yes, it did fail. Yes, it's under VWAP. Yes, all these signals came to me and showed me that it made for a good trade. So that was great today. That was great. That's how I traded it. And I know that a bunch of other members did kind of the same thing. So how do you trade it after that, right? It bounced at 10:30 and it kind of zombied back up and it went back on air. And, my mentality was, shit, if 650 was the death line and that was previous support, now that's going to be new resistance, right? Basic technical analysis. Previous support becomes new resistance. So when it kind of bounced from 570 to 650, in my mind, I said, I'm going to take a starter again at that 650 level. And if it breaks that 650 level and goes to 660, I'll take a small loss. I'll lose 10 cents a share. But once it does kind of break that 650 level again, I'm going to make more than 10 cents a share. So what ended up happening is I shorted 650. It bounced a little bit to 660. I covered for 10 cents a share loss, and then it went back and broke 650 again. Took another starter, and right before I started this, I covered it at $6. So I lost $10 I lost 10 cents a share to make 50 cents a share. I'm basically just waiting for my levels to hit. So, this is kind of the thing that we preach every day to the community. This is the thing that we kind of tell everyone that's really important. It is not about your P&L. P&L is the last thing that matters. What matters is your trading process, right? What matters is your trading process. Every single day, me and Bao preach discipline and patience and for you to wait for your setups. The last 2-3 days, there was really nothing that was moving. It was pretty boring. And it was very easy for you to lose money if you were not being disciplined. So what I saw was one of the moderators, James, he was very disciplined. He did not trade the past 2 or 3 days. And then today, when opportunity presented itself, today, when it was shown that there was a lot of money to be made, he was comfortable, he was ready, he planned his entries, he planned his exits, and he just attacked. You always have to plan for your trades, right? You always have to have a plan if things go right and things go wrong. How are you going to react if the stock goes in your favor? How are you going to react if the stock does not go in your favor? What are you going to do if the shit fucking parabolics? What is your stop? What is your profit target? Are you using trailing stops? Are you using hard stops? Every time you enter a trade, the next trade after the one where your original one fills should be your stop, right? Mental stops don't exist, honestly. Unless you're someone like Bao, where you've been in this business for so long and you know exactly what you're doing, you don't earn the right to use a mental stop. You must use a hard stop. I'm going to say that again. Unless you've been in this business for fucking 10 years, you have not earned the right to use a mental stop. You must use a hard stop. So, that's important. That's important. The reason why people don't make it in this trading game is because they lose money, right? It's easy to make money. It's hard to keep the money. So a lot of people are making money 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 days. And then that one day that they're losing money, they're losing 60 days of work. You know what I'm saying? Risk management is the number one key in trading. Most new traders do not have the discipline to take a loss. That's not a problem at all. That's not an issue. That's not something that you have to think to yourself, I'm imperfect or I'm not good to be a trader. If anything, if you're being proactive and using stops to your advantage, you are going to last in this game. That's the key, man. That's the key. The key is to be proactive with your flaws, right? Every single human, aka every single trader, has flaws, right? I know my flaws, Bao knows his flaws. So together as a team, every single morning, we remind each other how we could kind of go through those flaws. Bao's flaw is that he wants to nail everything. And if he feels like he's not nailing everything, he feels like he underperformed. I feel the same way. I have to walk away. I have to physically remove myself from the situation, or else I'm just going to sit there. And if I'm looking for a trade, I'm going to end up fucking finding one. So every single day, me and Bao preach to each other, walk away. This is good money. It's just, sometimes as traders, we feel a little bit overambitious. Sometimes we feel like it's not enough. Sometimes we feel like we have to sit at the screen from 9:30 to 4 o'clock to prove or earn the money. But the truth of the matter is, if you're sitting there for 1 hour a day and you're making a great amount of money, you are a fool for sitting at that casino and pushing more buttons just to make more money. So for example, I saw Joe today kill it. Joe had an amazing day in the room, and essentially what he did is he took the money and he fucking ran. James had a great day in the room. He took the money and he ran. D. Oliver had a great day in the room. He took the money and ran. I had a great day. I took the money and ran. So that's something that's important as well. A lot of traders, they get bored during the day. A lot of traders just sit at their desk all day. I had this experience when I was at SMB, right? When I was still trading at SMB, all the traders just sit there all day. And a lot of them kind of just get bored and they start trading random shit because they're just sitting at the desk. For me, I took the proactive approach and I just walked away. And by walking away, that led to more P&L for me. So if you ever feel like you're bored or you're at your desk and it's 1 o'clock and you still got 3 hours and all this stupid shit, why don't you just turn off your fucking computer, turn on the TV, and if you're so fucking itchy and you still have to fucking trade, get a fucking Thinkorswim app on your phone and just watch the stocks. Watch the stocks while you watch TV. But do not force trades. Do not force trades. The worst trades often happen from being bored. The worst trades often happen from nothing else moving. So if you could come to the market every day and make $100 or $200, don't feel that you have to walk away with $500. If you're walking away with $200 a day, it's still $1,000 a week, So, every single day when I wake up, every single day that the market is open, I try refining my process more. Because I know that if I focus on my process, the P&L is going to follow. Every single day, I'm trying to remind myself and trying to remind Bao and trying to remind the guys in the room to be patient, to plot out your entries, to plot out your exits. What are your ideal entries? Are you going to put a fishing order out there? And if so, what is your plan if things go right and things go wrong? If you're shorting the front side, are you using 30% of your size? Are you using more? Are you properly managing your risk? There's so many things that go through in my mind every single morning, just so that I can refine my process. So I've noticed that by being disciplined in the real world, I've also been disciplined in the trading world. So what I've been doing now every single morning, I wake up at like 5, 6 in the morning, whatever it is. I've been kind of getting lazy and waking up at 6 lately. But usually I wake up at 5. And what I do is I do 15 minutes of cardio every single morning. I have like a treadmill. So I just walk on the treadmill for 15 minutes every single morning, first thing when I wake up. By doing that, I am building discipline in my exercise. I'm building discipline in my real world so that it pours into the trading relationship. I'm trying to create a system for myself in the real world so that I am being proactive with creating a system in the trading world. Look, every single day, my goal is to make the most amount of money with the least stress possible. And I feel like I'm doing that now because I have a process in mind. My process is that my stats show me I lose money after 11. So I do everything I can after 11 to not stay at the market. Also, something else that's really helping me is, I know we keep talking about, but the After Hours channel and MIC. The After Hours channel and MIC is like its own social network. So the way that I could kind of explain it is like, imagine main trading channel and MIC is where you're at work, right? Imagine you're at work at main trading channel. After Hours is the bar right next door where everyone is shooting the shit. It's 2 fucking seconds away. Everyone's always in there. Everyone's always popping in. And what I like to do is I like to socialize in the After Hours channel to stop me from making fucking boredom trades. I like to sit in there and just talk about stupid shit. Like I posted a picture of Trump with the Game of Thrones logo. I ask about movies. I ask about shit that I'm interested in. And people always talk about it. And that helps me stay distracted. That helps me make new friends. And that helps me stay disciplined in my trading, right? If you want to be the best, you have to surround yourself with the best, right? So if you want to be a basketball player and you find out that LeBron James or fucking Michael Jordan is at the bar right next door, you're going to want to go there and just try to socialize and try to get better and see what you could pick up from them, right? So for me, just a stupid example is I want to see the movie Shazam. I'm a big superhero nerd. I love fucking superhero movies. I'm like the biggest Batman nerd in the world. I love superheroes. Like, I'm a massive geek when it comes to that shit. I love everything about it. Like, I love it. Anyway, so I want to see the movie Shazam, but I don't want to read any fucking reviews online. I don't give a shit what those people say. I want to see what my MIC family is saying about it. So basically everyone was like, oh, it's all right. It's nothing really special. Like, if you want to watch it, you could watch it, but the ending was amazing. And I was like, fuck, the ending was amazing. Now I have to watch it. So before bed last night, I kind of cheated on Bao. Instead of watching one of his daily recaps, I watched the movie Shazam illegally online. Don't sue me. And I thought the ending was fucking amazing. And I would have never watched it unless I was just kind of shooting the shit in after hours. You know what I'm saying? So if you're an MIC, you should always be in after hours. I mean, trading is a very lonely business. I feel very lonely every day when I'm at home. Usually I spend time with my brother Alan, but he's in Vegas right now doing God knows what. He doesn't have a return flight. You know, usually I would get lunch with my brother or try to just shoot the shit with him or just do something. But lately, I mean, I've been kind of really home alone, and trading has been lonely. I've been kind of bored. So that's the ultimate recipe for disaster. If I'm bored, shit, man, I'm just going to want to trade just to pass the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why even waste my time doing that, right? So what do? I like to close my setup. I like to just socialize in after hours. I answer literally 50 to 60 PMs a day, and that keeps me plenty busy as well. I make these videos. I handle some stuff on the MIC business end, which is really, really time consuming, but it's really fun. Like, I genuinely love MIC. I love everything about it. That really brings me happiness. It brings me happiness seeing that members are truly getting fucking better. They are improving. Like, every single day we're getting testimonials from all of these members saying that I'm getting better. And the truth of the matter is, like, we're not redefining the wheel. We're not introducing something that doesn't really already exist already. We've just simplified it so much and dumbed it down so much that realistically anyone could fucking do this, right? So, I mean, I know Andy killed it today. I met him in New Jersey. We went to a bar over here with B. Wells one time. I saw a guy named Chris kill it today. I mean, I'm seeing everyone kill it, just the normal people, James, D. Oliver, Tosh, Joe. I mean, like, it's mind-blowing how many people are really making money today and making money every day because we are preaching that process that people lack. The last time I gave an Instagram live, I was kind of sitting right here and I was speaking about the guy that I was talking to who lacked the trading process. And that was not to shit on him, and that was not to kind of talk bad on him, but it was just to show that if you lack a trading process, you are not going to make it in this business. You are not going to make it in this game. Make it robotic, right? Make it robotic. If your line on MBIO is 650, have an order, 500 shares, 650. And if it hits, put a stop in and walk the fuck away, right? Walk the fuck away. We have a lot of great educational videos. I don't know if you guys watched Joe's recent video, the 1 for 5 rule or the 5 for 1 rule, whatever he calls it. Joe's been spending a lot of time making these videos kick ass for you guys. And I love that people are watching it. You know, there's a lot of traders that fail. Actually, did it stop raining? I'm going to kind of... I'm sick of sitting down. Just give me a second. Let me put my phone down. Let me get my hat on. All right. Anyway, so Joe's been spending a lot of time making videos for everyone. Aloha Austin makes a bunch of videos for everyone. Chicago Matt makes a lot of fundamental videos for everyone. So we have everything you need, essentially. We have everything you need to kind of make it in this game. I know there's a lot of people that don't watch the videos. I mean, here's the thing I hate the most, right? I'm just gonna be totally fucking honest, right? I'm gonna be totally honest. I hate when people fucking PM me and ask me questions that they could see on the videos, right? I mean, we have over 300 videos. We're spending so much time putting everything into videos so that you guys can watch everything, have everything. Each video is, it's like its own DVD, essentially. Each video is its own DVD. So if you're not spending the time to watch the videos before you ask a question, you know, why should I spend my time answering your question when you could watch the video? I obviously still answer because I want you to see that, hey, it's in this video. You know, if you have more questions about it, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? So again, when you join MIC, I know it can be overwhelming. I know there's a lot of content, there's a lot of stuff to go through, but the people that are making the money have watched everything. The people that are doing well have watched it 3 times. D. Oliver can recite the videos from his memory, right? So watch the videos until you fucking memorize it. Even me, to this day, at the level I am at, right? I am still watching a Bow Daily Recap every single night. I am trying to do my best to refine my process every single day. Tomorrow, the market is closed. And my plan for tomorrow is very fucking simple. I'm going to go get a haircut because I look fucking homeless. But after that, I'm going to spend most of the time going over my charts from this week and seeing what I did right, what I did wrong, and how I can improve. And if you're not doing the same, how can you expect to be an animal like me that is studying and trying to improve every single day when you are not even putting in the work, right? Here's a quote that someone sent me yesterday. You get what you work for, not what you dream for. I put in the fucking work every single day to improve trading. I put in the work every single day to improve MIC. My trading is improved, MIC is growing. It's the fruits of my labor are showing, which motivates me even more to keep fucking improving, right? To keep fucking improving. I always like being the best at everything. I'm definitely very competitive. And I also understand from my own personal experiences or from the experiences of friends and family that the harder you work, the luckier you fucking get, right? So, anyway, I hope this all helped you guys. You want to do a quick Q&A? Also, a lot of people said they liked my video last time about money doesn't buy you happiness. I wasn't really planning to get too deep into that shit. I had no plans of even talking about that. But I guess it really resonated with a lot of people, and a lot of people understood kind of what I was talking about. So that was really cool. So thanks for all the positivity there. Whew. Who's in MIC and who is not? What's up, Romel? Yeah, man, I see you improving, brother. Man, isn't fucking New Jersey so whack? Josh is over here. The guy's got weather like fucking Bora Bora every single fucking day. And here I am in goddamn gloomy New Jersey where it's raining and it's snowing and it's cold and the food sucks and the people suck and everything fucking sucks. Process is everything, guys. Process is everything. If you focus on your process, if you focus on getting it down to a science, maybe even creating some sort of checklist for yourself, man, the possibilities are endless. Possibilities are endless. All right, guys. Thanks for showing up. I will see you again, hopefully tomorrow. Later.